In today's video, I'm going to be walking you through the ultimate blueprint into getting more paying customers through paid advertising. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Bernard Sarpong, and I'm the founder of Western Media, where we help service-based business owners generate more paying customers every month, consistently and predictably. Now, on this doc, I'm going to walk you through, we're going to look at the mindset shift, okay? So with this, the goal here is to get you to stop hoping and start engineering. Most people treat advertising like gambling. They boost a post, cross their fingers, and hope something happens. But real growth doesn't happen through hope, it happens through systems. Paid advertising is not about being flashy, it's about being intentional. It lets you engineer your customer acquisition instead of relying on referrals or word of mouth. It's pretty much like walking into a room full of your ideal customers and saying exactly what they need to hear in 5 seconds or less. You're not buying clicks, you're buying conversations with the right people. Now, what is paid advertising? Imagine you could put your business in front of people already looking for what you offer. That is paid advertising as a whole. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Google let you pay to show up exactly where your dream customers is spending time. You choose who sees it, when they see it, and what they see. It's like skipping the line and pitching your offer to someone who's already in the market looking for your services. You're not interrupting strangers, you're showing up where there's intent. And that's the big thing there. There's intent. Now, let's look at why most ads fail and what you can learn from that. Now, the truth, most businesses lose money on ads, not because ads don't work, but because you're missing structures. And one thing I always tell whenever I have conversations with people is like, when you look at the big brands, like Nike, when you look at, McDonald's, Red Bull, they all have one thing in common. They all run ads. And these are, the biggest, $1 billion businesses out there. And they still run ads. So they're not just throwing money into the fire. Obviously, something is working for them. And by them running ads, they get more revenue from it. So for a small business to say that ads don't work, I just don't get that. Okay. Now, the things that with a lot of people with this belief, they run ads with no clear goals and they target everyone instead of someone. They don't track results and they treat ads like a lottery ticket instead of a performance engine. Now, just fixing one of these can literally just change everything. Okay. Now, I'm going to actually walk you through a 10-step process to get in front of strangers and get more customers. Okay. Now, step one, set a specific, simple goal. All right. Ask yourself, do you want more quotes requested? Do you want more calls booked? Or do you want to fill slots on your calendar? Every ad you put out there should focus on one specific outcome. And take this action now, okay? Clarity converts, confusion kills. Now we go over to step two. So step two is know your ideal customer better than they know themselves. If your ad is talking to everyone, it's resonating with no one, okay? You really need to get specific here. Okay. And with these bullet points, who are they? Who are the people you're speaking to? What do they struggle with daily? What have they tried and failed? What do they secretly want the most? What is the end goal that these customers want? What's that dream outcome? Okay. So here are some examples. Are they a 45-year-old homeowner who hates how dirty their patio looks? Or are they a 33-year-old parent tired of unreliable plumbers? Know what they're frustrated about and what they wish someone would offer. And this is targeting that works best when it's personal. Step three, craft a message that cuts through the noise. Now, when it comes to crafting offers, you gotta skip the buzzwords and skip all the fluff. Get straight to the problem and get straight to the point. Talk to real problems and paint a real transformation. And here are some examples. When you're speaking to them, here's ways you can get in front of them. So, sick of chasing leads that ghost you. Here's how to get 5 paying customers every month without spending your life on Instagram. And one thing I always say is people buy outcomes and not just features. Now, step 4, use visuals that tell a story. So these are your creatives. This is what people see, the images, the videos, okay? Use real job photos or before and after shots. Show your team at work and not just logos, okay? People want to, buy from people. You got to showcase what you have, what you offer. If you offer a tier 1 service, you got to show that. You can't just use stock images and just stuff from the internet that isn't you. You got to showcase your work and show how good you are. Okay. Add text overlays like fast, reliable, done in 1 day. So that's literally, straight to the point, their transformation statement right there. Now, one thing as well, if your ad doesn't grab attention in 2 seconds, it's already gone. Now, you got to understand in today's society, the attention span is so thin. So you got to be able to get in front of them fast with what you're trying to say as fast as possible. Step 5, send them to a landing page that converts, okay? Home pages are like Swiss Army knives. Good for everything, great for nothing, okay? Your landing page should repeat the ad's promise. So whatever your ad is saying, whenever someone clicks off that ad and goes onto your landing page, the message has to be the exact same. Now, your offer. So when you craft your offer, it's got to be explained in simple terms. And the way I like to put it to people, and the way we actually do it is, we speak to people as if we're speaking to a 5-year-old. The simpler it is, the clearer it is. Do you understand? And the last point, have one call to action, which is either book a call, request a quote, or learn more. Now, cut everything else and just focus on just being as simple as possible, because simplicity sells. Step 6, start with a budget to learn and then scale. Start with a modest daily budget between 10 to 30 a day. And you may ask why. Now, your goal isn't to turn 10 into 100. It's to gather data when you run your campaign. So you're paying to learn which message pulls people in, which images makes them stop scrolling, which offer makes them act fast. So let that run for 3 to 5 days without changing anything. You're looking for trends, not instant sales. And once you identify a winner, a combination that consistently brings in leads, you can increase the budget with confidence. Think of it like learning to drive in a parking lot before hitting the highway. Step 7, A/B test to find winners. So A/B testing means comparing 2 versions of the same thing to see which works better. And by doing this, you can do with creatives, you can do with your headlines, you can do with your copy as well. And this helps you lower your cost per lead, increase conversion rates, and stop guessing. So test simple variations like call now or, get a quote. Which call to action drives more clicks? An image of a finished clean driveway versus a shot of your team in action. Which one grabs attention? And then you can also test hooks. So done right the first time versus hook 2, same day service. Which one speaks louder to your audience? And also don't test everything at once. One change at a time, and that's how you know what works. Think of it like cooking. You don't change 5 ingredients at once. You tweak one and taste. Step 8, track what actually makes you money. Running ads without tracking is like trying to lose weight without a scale. You need to know your CTR, your click-through rate. Are people clicking your ads? A low CTR means your headline or image may be off and you might want to change it. The next point is your conversion rate. So are people who click your ads taking action? If not, your landing page or your offer might need tweaking. The third one is your cost per action, your CPA. So how much are you paying for each lead or booking? This tells you if your campaign is efficient. And then last, your ROAS, your return on ad spend. So for every euro or dollar spent, how much are you making back? And this is your profit compass. If you can't measure it, you can't improve it. And that's as simple as that. Now we're almost getting towards the end. Now, step 9 is optimize or die. Okay. So once you're tracking, you start to see patterns. And this is where most businesses either grow or give up. If you're getting clicks but no conversions, your page or your offer might be unclear. If you're getting conversions but your CPA is too high, you might need to improve your audience targeting or test better creatives. And if your CTR is low, you probably need a more compelling visual or headline. So think of optimization as tuning a guitar. Small tweaks can turn noise into music. And the last step is retarget interested people automatically. So most people don't buy or book on their first visit. Retargeting ads lets you follow up with the ones who got close but didn't commit. And what you can do within your retargeting campaigns is show some social proof. Here's what, customers are saying. So you can actually showcase your testimonials, whether you have video, preferably, or even written testimonials, and you can use this to create static images out of that. You can create scarcity by showing either you have limited spots available if possible. And say, for example, you can also remind them again. So just say if they're still thinking about it, or even if you come, get in front of them with another type of offer that makes it a no-brainer for them to say no to. So with retargeting, it's like having a second chance to win the customer without starting all over again. Now, that's literally the 10-step process to, running paid advertising successfully. Now, we'll just go through some other few points. So over here, we're going to focus on, let's say, making sure you match the message to the buyer stage. Okay. So obviously we have top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel. Now, top of the funnel is, your cold audience. Middle of the funnel is, people you've got in front of once, but, they haven't, shown much engagement. And then bottom of the funnel is, people that are strongly interested, but haven't converted. So these are like your warm audiences. So not everyone is ready to buy right now. Some people are still learning. Some are, comparing, and some just need a nudge. So here's how you talk or speak to each stage. So for awareness, say top of the funnel, you can show tips, videos, or useful information, which builds trust and shows expertise. If people are considering, you might want to use testimonials before and after shots, comparisons, and this helps them evaluate you being the go-to person over, let's say, your competitors. And then the third one is, helping them make that decision, making it easier for them by using, limited time offers, clear pricing, guarantees. And this all removes friction and helps increase your conversions, allowing you to close more deals. The wrong message at the wrong time pushes people away, and the right message at the right time moves them forward. Now, you gotta learn how to refresh ads before they go stale. So no matter how well an ad performs, it will eventually fatigue and wear out. So people get ad fatigue. And when this happens, your clicks drop, your costs go up, your results slow down. By changing your ad creatives every 2 to 4 weeks can make a huge difference. Okay. And by doing that, it's not even a huge, it's not a lot of work. Literally, it's just rotating different angles, using different visuals or offers to keep the attention high. So it's like rotating your store window display, keeping it fresh and keeping things noticed. And a big one, a lot of people that run ads, they overlook is their data. Okay. So you got to learn how to use data like a GPS. Don't just look at metrics, use them to steer. Weekly check-ins or even daily, preferably, will keep you sharp. Compare trends over time and just not day to day. Identify what's improving and what needs changing. If you treat your ad data like a dashboard, your business can't go off course. When ads fail, zoom in, don't quit. Failure is feedback. Every bad result points to an opportunity. Now ask yourself, is the offer weak or unclear? Does the audience care about this problem? Or is the landing page aligned with the ad? Instead of scraping the campaign, fix the weakest links. Winners iterate, quitters restart, and you just got to be a winner to succeed out here. Now, stay flexible. Platforms change often, the algorithm shifts, and cost fluctuates. What worked last month may not work the next month. So you got to stay up to date with current updates. Always keep an eye on your competitors and see what's working well for them. Test new formats and placements. And adaptability isn't optional, it's survival. And if this is the first time you're actually delving into, let's say, paid ads, I'd also recommend focusing on one channel first. So obviously it's tempting to be everywhere, but it's better to dominate one platform before branching out to others. So if you serve local customers and want to get attention fast, start with Facebook and Instagram ads. If people are actively looking for your services, then Google Ads is golden. So master one and then scale. And then literally the last point here, every click is a human being with a real problem trying to solve. A homeowner who's frustrated with their outdated kitchen, a mom who just wants reliable childcare, a business owner tired of unreliable suppliers. So speak to them like people, not leads. Be clear, be helpful, and be human. Trust wins attention, results wins loyalty. You don't need more exposure. You need a system that turns attention into paying customers, and one that's built on strategy, testing, and continuous improvements. So that's the end of it, guys. Now, if you are looking to get a system like this implemented into your business that does get you customers every single month, just pop down below and then book a call with myself and we'll take things from there. All right.